How's it going on YouTube? So today is going to be a very quick episode, just talking about some of the philosophical changes, or I guess reassertions I've been going through recently. This has definitely been a transitory period for me. One resounding quote, or part of a quote that I keep hearing, or at least like a concept, is something along the lines of we are free when we let go of desire. So to the richest person or the wealthiest person is those who are at poverty with desire. And so those who are the poorest, have the most desires. Now, I want to dissect this a little bit, kind of like in the word series. The way I see it, we shouldn't have desires because it's not what's on our plate at the moment. We have something that's there for us. Opportunities have been granted, preparations have been, undertaken to do what's at hand. You have an opportunity, whether you take it or not, that's part of the game, but you have two choices. And so from that, you'll stem into now what the next, set of choices will be. The dog just laid down in the shade. It's a little hot out here. I love it. But yeah, so letting go of your desires is so important. And so maybe you can misconstrue this in a certain framing, right? So thinking, well, I just want to get better. I want to be a better person. But see, that's like an end goal, an end effect, which is abstract, so it could always, I guess, change or deviate from what you thought it was. But the point is that you're in the present, so why desire when you can do, right? And that's where the defining factor for me is you have no time to fill your mind with desires if you're already within the act of planning or executing what needs to be done. And we're all supposed to do what we have to do, right? So that's a great way to think about it, I believe. To make the most out of what you have on your plate, or what's on the table for you to plate yourself. It's just options you get. And that's the way I would love for it to continue to be, and I feel like I've been plagued by desire for a while. But there's no need to continually delve back into that desire. I think all we have to do is create that mental space. So for me personally, is take on more meditations and create that path for myself again. Because every time you're thrown into quote unquote limbo, right, a place of the unknown, of whether you're moving at 1,000,000 miles a minute or you're at a complete standstill, you'd be completely oblivious to either fact, because it's insensual. Like, you have nothing to give you feedback. You just feel lost. It's that dark, and I feel like I finally see a light again. I finally understand another way to go, and like, these are things that I've already crossed through, and we begin to doubt ourselves. So this is the other side where you can misconstrue, is like, well, I only desire to keep myself safe, I only desire to keep myself safe and happy. I don't think happiness is the goal of life. Maybe for some, but Definitely not for most, or it shouldn't be. I mean, life has its ups and downs, and I think we should chase the hills. Here's a real life metaphor. When I'm driving, and I drive a lot, when I'm driving and I see a hill, you see the drop, you know, the downhill part, and you see the uphill part coming after that. I sure as hell step on the gas on the downhill part to gain enough momentum and speed that when the difficult part comes up, going uphill, I'm ready, right? And that can be seen both ways. Like, this can be seen as a momentum thing, and also when you're going down on the sign graph of life, you know, your standings, your situation is being compromised. At least your current state of mind or framing. You know, you should tackle it head on with courage and conviction. Even if you no longer know which way you're heading, at least know that you're moving, and that the aim, the intent is there to make yourself better. At least that's what it should be. Now, like I said, if your intent or your purpose is confused, and you've more so opted to follow through with a desire to keep yourself safe and happy, well, then now you've stagnated, because now you're hesitating, now you're not moving. And these are mostly, I'm not trying to hate on whoever's watching this, I'm saying for myself. There's times that I've completely stopped and thought, whoa, am I ready for this step and all these things? Come on, man, you gotta try it or not. But I would rather take my swing at bat and strike than not swing. So again, just take away the desire to stay safe, to stay happy, and know that that door has opened for you for a reason, and it's your time at bat. Just a little tidbit for today, right? I'll keep it short and sweet. But yeah, so getting rid of your desires, to sum this up, does not mean, you know, just not doing. It's actually quite the opposite. We should be doing more and daydreaming less.